y'all, this is gonna be a ghetto looking video, but y'all just let me vent for a second. Okay? Let me just tell y'all how this gig hustler really goes sometimes. So I saw an order earlier today, but I was too busy. I was at work. I couldn't do the order, right? Dispatch calls me. It says like, hey, can you do this order? It's from Greensboro to Burlington, well, Whitsett. It's only like maybe 15 miles. And it's like, the original order was paying $40, but we're going to pay $50 if you can help me out, right? I said, okay, cool. So I said, hey, man, I could be there a little bit before 5. He said, all right, that'll work. I get to the store at 4:57. I'm here to pick up the order. They say we can't release the order to you because the drop-off location is about to be closed. I feel away because I'm like, man, I told these guys what time I could be here, right? Like, they should have just told me that the drop-off location was going to be closed. Anyway, so they get on the phone with the shipper. And the shipper says they do not mind if I get the order tonight and I hold it till the morning. They're cool with it. So Dispatch doesn't have a phone number to where you can just call them when there's a problem with your order. Other apps have it. You can't just call Dispatch. You have to just go through this protocol, right? So it takes the girl a little while to respond to me. By the time she responds, the employees at the pickup are like, hey man, it's time for us to go home. So I get it, I say, hey man, I ain't gonna keep holding y'all. Like hopefully they'll just reassign it to me. So I'm having a back and forth conversation with this lady in the chat. She said they called the shipper and she couldn't get them on the phone. Now mind you, we just spoke to the shipper, but they couldn't get the shipper on the phone. So since they couldn't get the shipper on the phone, they technically couldn't reschedule the order, so they canceled the order. That $50 order turned into a $7.50 cancellation fee payout for me. $7. So I'm asking her, I said, hey, how about the same guy that assigned me the order in the first place? Can you just contact him and have him reassign me to the order? Like, that shouldn't be a problem since he's the one that put me on in the first place. She once again says, since we couldn't get in touch with the shipper, we can't reschedule the order. This is the frustrations of gig work. And I made a video on this in the past before. But when an order is canceled, listen to me, y'all. When an order gets canceled, the driver gets screwed every time, dog. Every time the driver gets screwed, every time. It is not my fault that the original driver canceled the order. It is not my fault that I told the gentleman what time I could get to the pickup location and I get here 3 minutes early. That's not on me. And I know some of y'all watching this video, you might say like, hey man, it was just $50. Man, don't talk to me about it's just $50. All right, man, I'm gone.